Good evening, Madam Clerk. How are you? I'm like looking over at Stephanie. We'll take roll call and then Pledge of Allegiance by by Major Kessler Brook. I'm giving my position away. Invocation by Cheryl Sejour, Pastor Cheryl Sejour after that, and then we'll go into regular business.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to be taking roll call. Mayor Alex Desame,
Here?
Vice Mayor Estime Irving,
Present.
Councilman Scott Galvin,
Here.
Councilwoman Cassandra Timothy,
Here.
Councilman Pierre France Charles.
Present.
All right, Mayor, you have quorum to proceed.
Thank you so much. The pledge, Kessler. Brooke is coming.
Please join me in placing your hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pastor Sejour, she's coming.
Good evening, Mayor Desome, City Council, City staff. God bless you.
God bless you.
Father God, we just thank you that we can approach you and ask for your presence to be filled in this council chamber. Lord, we know that your word says that the wisdom that comes from above is first of all pure. It is also peace-loving, gentle at all times, and willing to yield to others. It is full of mercy and the fruit of good deeds. It shows no favoritism and is always sincere. So, Lord, we thank you that your wisdom would abound in this chamber, every decision that is made for the good of our wonderful city of North Miami and its people. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Madam Manager, do we have any addition, deletion, or amendment to the agenda? Oh, okay.
Mayor, I'm told that the appointments, they're going to be done
Yeah,
the next,
it's
they'll be
been
tabled.
removed. Okay, thank you.
Why?
And Vice Mayor,
I'm sorry? What did you just say?
appointments.
The appointments.
Is there a reason?
We got information this afternoon that the mayor wanted to appoint Mr. McDermott as his appointee, and since the way the rate of resolution reads right now would have to be changed, and so we're pulling it for this meeting and we'll bring it back next meeting.
Okay, I understand, because the way
It-
that
right now
it's
it's-
just a
yeah, he's-
reversal. Okay, I
Yeah,
understand. I'd like to
Go
make an
ahead.
addition to the agenda. I'd like
Mhm.
to be a co-sponsor on tab J, please.
J, got you. You got it, Madam Clerk?
Yes, I do.
Okay, tab J for Vice Mayor Estimate Irving.
And-
Councilman
Yes.
Charles, go ahead.
Tab B and C, I would like to be a co-sponsor.
B and C. And you
Tab
got,
B and C, I'm sorry?
yes.
That's what you said? Okay,
Mhm.
perfect.
Okay, we all good? Anyone else? Okay, all aboard. Mr. Attorney, are we good to go?
Yes, Mayor, your agenda is set. You may proceed.
Thank you, sir. We'll go ahead and do special presentation. We have a couple, and then we'll go right into city announcement by Savannah Smith, and then followed by hurricane preparedness. Do we have anything, Madam Manager? We do? Okay, we don't? Okay. All right, thank you. Let's go.
Good evening, everyone. This is your Vice Mayor, Mary Estime Irvin, and this month is Sickle Cell Awareness Month. So I thought it was important that we talk about that. So sickle cell disease is a lifelong lifelong illness. It is caused by changes of the hemoglobin and the proteins in the red blood cells that carries oxygen to all parts of the body. The condition affects more than 100,000 people in the United States and 20 million people worldwide. In the United States, most people have sickle cell disease and are most people have sickle cell disease are of African ancestries or identify themselves as Black. About 1 in 13 Blacks or African American babies are born with sickle cell traits. About 1 in every 365 Black American babies are born with sickle cell disease. Many people who come from the Hispanic, Southern European, Middle Eastern, and Asian background also have sickle cell. So it was just important that, so we have a proclamation. If I can get the sickle cell proclamation. And is the Advanced Sickle Cell Advocacy Project group, are you here? Yes. If you would, oh. She's really special to us. So, you know, you've heard all of this. So here in the city, my colleagues and I, we've decided to definitely make sickle cell, to recognize Sickle Cell Awareness Month and to make this an Advanced Sickle Cell Advocacy Project Day in the city of North Miami on behalf of the mayor, Alex Ezume, myself, Vice Mayor Esme Irvin, Councilwoman Cassandra Timothy, Councilman Scott Galvin, and Councilman Franz Charles Pierre. So, and I'll let you guys do more of the talking because this is what you do.
Thank you. Thank you so much. As Vice Mayor said, that September is National Sickle Cell Awareness Month, but for me, it's every single day. As a mom and a caregiver of a child with sickle cell disease, I have an adult daughter with sickle cell disease. I did not know that I was a carrier of the sickle cell trait until my daughter was actually born. Now in the state of Florida, since 1987, all newborns are tested, no matter the race, for sickle cell trait. As she stated, it affects 1 in 13 of us are walking around right now and have the trait and don't know it. Our mission is to advocate and educate on behalf of those living with sickle cell disease, as well as to educate the general public on the importance of knowing your sickle cell status. Florida is in the top 3 states with the highest number of people living with sickle cell disease, and many people don't know that. And a lot of times people with sickle cell, unfortunately, get misjudged due to the nature of the illness of causing chronic pain, severe pain. And as a result of that, a lot of times they get labeled unfairly. So our mission is to advocate and also educate for those impacted by sickle cell disease. So we are very honored to be a recipient of this proclamation. I have my board member here who is also a caregiver of her husband who had sickle cell disease. So we are honored to have this proclamation. It's near and dear to our hearts. We're passionate about it. And we also want to say thank you for allowing us to have a blood drive. Sickle cell warriors require blood. Some of them require chronic blood transfusions every single month. So we have been honored to be able to partner with the city of North Miami for blood drives, and we're fortunate on September 15th we had one, and then this Friday we have one from 10 to 3:30. So if you are able to donate, please donate. It's a very serious cause that doesn't get a lot of attention, but that's what we're here for, to move the needle forward in the right direction. So we're thankful, and we have something for Vice Mayor as well for being part of our last event that we had in August.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And please donate blood because every pint of blood saves 3 sickle cell patients.
And more importantly, more importantly, I have to say this publicly. This is our city attorney's wife that actually brought this to our attention. So you have to say 2 words.
I really want to thank you guys. We were here last year and
I know.
thank you guys. I know you guys think I was being a shark last week. I am, because I don't have sickle cell by the grace of God. I am a sickle cell trait. Thank God my husband doesn't have it. My daughter, all 3 of my daughter and my grandson have the trait. So to me, this is a mission, and I'm going to be fully involved in it. I told Kimba that my heart is with sickle cell patients because I see what they go through. So please, donate a little bit of blood. I know you might think it's a lot, but at the end, one blood donation will give blood for 3 sickle cell patients. Last week, I was able to do 10. That's 30 children who are gonna get blood. And we had more, but they didn't have ID or their hemoglobin wasn't high enough. So if you do get a chance, please, I'll hold your hands, I promise. Thank you.
And one more, thank you so much for the gift. So this month is also Children Cancer Awareness Month. So that's it. Thank you so much, yes. So it's Children Cancer Awareness Month. We're honoring EJ Kids. Are you here? All right, come up.
Oh.
Oh, I don't have my glasses. Oh, no, I'm not going to go ahead and read this. But so like we've mentioned, this is Child Cancer Awareness Month. So the title itself just speaks for itself that anytime we're talking about children and cancer, and so EJ's Kids, today we have recognized you, and we are presenting a proclamation on behalf of the mayor and my colleagues that today is your day. So I would like, before we take pictures, if you could just come up and talk a little bit about this awareness.
So hello everyone, my name is Enrique Rodriguez Sr. I'm the executive director of EJ's Kids Foundation, and it's a profound honor to receive this proclamation on behalf of EJ's Kids Foundation, declared September as Childhood Cancer Awareness Month with the beautiful city of North Miami. This recognition means the world to us as it underscores the significance of the cause we hold dear. Childhood Cancer Awareness Month is a time dedicated to shedding light on a heart-wrenching issue that affects thousands of young lives and their families each year. Childhood cancer is a harsh reality that we must confront. Shockingly, it's estimated that each year approximately 50,000 children in the U.S. alone are diagnosed with cancer. This represents countless families facing unimaginable challenges, including my own, and our hearts go out to each and every one of them. One of the primary goals of EJ's Kids and Childhood Cancer Awareness Month is to raise awareness about the impact of pediatric cancer in our communities. When we come together to increase awareness, we pave the way for early detection, better treatment options, and ultimately a higher rate of survival. Awareness also plays a crucial role in providing emotional support to families and children battling this disease. EJ's Kids Foundation's mission is to enhance the lives of pediatric cancer patients undergoing medical treatment by providing love, community, and empowerment. To us, this proclamation carries immense significance because it signifies our communities to the children and families in our city who are facing this unimaginable challenge of childhood cancer. And by proclamating September as Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, North Miami is taking a powerful step towards compassion, empathy, and proactive action. Once again, I want to express my deepest gratitude to the Mayor and Council for your support in recognizing Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and let us come together as a community to raise awareness, inspire hope, and stand together with those who need us the most. Together, we can make a difference one step at a time. Thank you.
Yes, I know. We'll do 10. No more. doing that? They tell me no more. I know, I asked, they say no more. Who's doing that? Oh, it's a presentation. Sit down, present. Oh. Are they coming? Oh, awesome. And now we have a special presentation by our school system. The public school system is here. Welcome, welcome. No.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the council, Madam Manager. My name is Tabitha Fazzino, and I'm the Chief of Intergovernmental Affairs, Community and Family Engagement for Miami-Dade Schools. I bring greetings to you tonight on behalf of our superintendent, Mr. Jose Aldotris, and our school board. We wanted to come to the council tonight for a couple of reasons. First of all, we wanted to thank this city for always being such an outstanding partner to our school system and to the schools that serve your community. We also wanted to share with you some information about some of the engagement opportunities that we offer for parents to become more educated about our school system, how they can help their students, how they can navigate our system, as well as information about the outstanding technical college program that we have that serves all members of our community and adults as well, particularly this community. I have with me this evening 2 members of our team. I have Ms. Barbara Mendizabal, who works in my office. She's the Assistant Superintendent for Community and Family Engagement. She's going to talk to you a little bit about the Parent Academy. And then I have Assistant Superintendent Mr. Rene Mantilla, who heads our amazing Career and Technical College program. We've also provided you all with a few materials to take away, giving some information about the services I've addressed, as well as some data about the schools within the city. I'm happy to say all the schools that serve City of North Miami are A, B, or C schools. Grades aren't out yet for this last year, but we'll be sure to share that information when it comes out. We've seen student performance continue to rise. Graduation rates to both schools that serve the city are 94 and 95%, and we continue to push forward. The student outcomes are excellent. And while there are 12 schools specifically within the boundaries of North Miami, students that are your citizens attend over 180 different Miami-Dade schools, right here from North Miami all the way down to Miami Art Studio, Zelda Glazer, that's an outstanding performing arts studio, to Dash, to Mast. And so we are so happy to have the children of your residents in our schools, and we are so happy to be your partner. And I'd like to just give a few moments to my colleagues. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. As Ms. Fassino stated, we do have the Parent Academy in Miami-Dade County Public Schools. Many of you probably know that's been around since 2006. Since the pandemic, we have re-envisioned the Parent Academy to better service our communities and our schools. Within your folders, if you could please look at your folders, you do have some important information that I wanted to share with you. You do have a flyer with QR codes, and this flyer basically lists all the workshops that we have for all of our parents within your communities. On Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, anytime 24/7, parents can access virtual campus seminars and workshops in all 3 languages if they log into the parentacademymiami.com. Additionally, at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursday, we go live. We've learned that after the pandemic, a lot of our parents did stay home. They decided to work from home, and those that do not work from home can view us at 6 p.m. So that's why we go at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Tuesdays, we have all of these workshops that are in front of you in English, Wednesdays in Haitian Creole, and Thursdays we have them in Spanish. Speaking of our students within your boundaries that attend other programs and other choice programs and magnet schools, Next week, October the 3rd, is a very important seminar for your community, and that is Magnet Schools and Choice Options. The application process begins October the 1st, so it will be wonderful if you could ask your community to watch our trainings for parents in the 3 languages starting next week. Additionally, tonight at 9 p.m., I should say, we have our first segment in the Haitian Creole programming, radio programming tonight. If you log and basically go into 91.3, you will hear a presentation from our presenters from the Parent Academy regarding all the offerings through the Parent Academy for our Haitian Creole speaking community members. And you have one last thing. You have a card. Please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Every week you will see postings with the latest information to share with our parents. Thank you so much for your time. Mr. Mantilla?
It's so beautiful when you start with an invocation, right?
Yes.
The gratitude. So let me start with gratitude. We are very grateful to the city of North Miami. What you do with our schools, specifically North Miami Senior High School adult, where we service as of today, we have 2,600 students that come from this community, that you all have been so, how can I say this, a blessing to provide those students up to $1,500 in scholarships. This city provides over $15,000 in grants for students to attend North Miami Adult, which is phenomenal. I haven't even started talking about the technical colleges. I really want to focus on the gratitude, right? North Miami Adult, while it's not a technical college, it has 13 career technical education programs. Everything from hemodialysis to EKG, to nursing assistant, to phlebotomy, cosmetology, array of different programs. At North Miami Adult, students can not only earn their GED or acquire the English language, but they could also articulate at the same time in something called integrated education training. So as they're learning the language or they're securing their adult high school diploma, the GED, they're also taking classes. How do they take those classes? Many of your residents, because of what you do. So having said that, let me go to and speak to the technical colleges. We have 7 technical colleges. As one of our board members, Dr. Gallen, says, from County Line Road all the way down to Florida City. And within that, one of the schools that services many individuals from this community is Miami Lakes Technical College, right? They have over 23 programs. Any of our students that do any coursework, let's say at North Miami Adult, later can articulate to Miami-Dade College, to Miami Lakes Technical College. I just said articulate. We have an articulation agreement with the college. That's why my brain went there. But one of the key things with our technical colleges, we do not do student loans. We do not do student loans. So students will qualify for Pell. They can be veterans. They can have some kind of financial aid. We have a lot of different scholarships, and we provide students that continuity to continue in their studies. Many do not understand what we do and the impact that it has in the community. But when you enter something really simple, let's say an automotive program, many people, and I'm glad the listening public is here with us, if you go into automotive, you get into a career without any student loans, starting anywhere between $70,000 and $80,000 a year. Within a year and a half, you could be making over $100,000 at some of these dealerships. Okay, it's just amazing what happens at our technical colleges. So anytime you would like to have us come back or engage you all, because we also do apprenticeship programs where our students are earning as they're learning. Our CTE programs, we have over 60 CTE programs at our technical colleges. And if I don't mention all the technical colleges, my directors will kill me. Okay, so I'm going to do it. So we have Lindsay Hopkins Technical College, Miami Lakes Technical College, Robert Morgan Technical College, the A. Dorsey Technical College, George T. Baker Aviation Technical College, and the English Center. Again, residents from this city attend all of those different technical colleges. And by the way, some of them attend those technical colleges as dual enrolled students, that they're coming to getting their academics at their high school. They get on a bus and they go to one of our technical colleges where they're earning credits. They're earning credits that
as they complete as an adult, later they can articulate into Florida Memorial University, they can articulate to Miami-Dade College, so their education continues. I will spend the rest of the night talking about what I love to do. So thank you so very much for your,
Yes.
your attention.
Indeed.
Really appreciate, and thank you for your blessings.
Oh my God, thank you so much. I want to say thank you to the school system, to you guys and the superintendents and the school board members. The partnership that we have here, you have 3 educators, professional, licensed teachers up here, but we have Councilwoman Timothy and Council Vice Mayor Irvin. We are education. We understand the need of education and of educating our community, and Miami-Dade County has been that role in our community doing that, and we so fortunate to partner with them to do what we do. Almost every day I'm talking to the adult center about registering kids and doing what we need to do. So thank you. Thank you for all that you do in the education space, especially how crazy education has gotten in Florida. You guys are doing the job. So as a teacher, thank you, thank you. Councilman, I know you want to say something.
Sorry about that. Just want to say thank you for your time and thank you for your hard work as an educator. I'm still in the classroom. I'm at it's just a little emotional, and I am just right in the classroom, and with just want to go back to Lindsay Hopkins. This is the school that gave me a chance, and that's where I learned my first word of English. And then I graduated in their electrical program, and that gave me the first chance to start working at a professional level, and this is like dear and near to my heart. Just want to say thank you, and keep it up. Any way, shape, or form that I can help out, definitely I'll be there. Thank you very much.
You guys should use his testimonial for your promotion.
Yes. Thank you so much. Again, thank you for having us. We really just wanted to come to the council now that the school year has started. Thank you for your partnership, and we look forward to engaging with you throughout the year. If there's anything that we can ever do, feel free to reach out. We'll come to any of your events. Also in
back
your
to
program,
school
you'll
for sure.
notice that there is a copy of our board's adopted state legislative program and a little card that has our legislative priorities on it. We can't do any of this without the resources necessary to put the teachers in front of the children, put the equipment in the technical colleges. So we always appreciate your support in our efforts in Tallahassee as well. Thank you very kindly for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. And you guys are welcome to come back anytime. Awesome. We are ready. So you said there was no, after Savannah, there's no hurricane event? Thank you. Yeah, exactly. There is something brewing.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, staff, North Miami neighbors, and guests. My name is Savannah Smith, and I'm presenting the following announcements on behalf of the City of North Miami. An initiative sponsored by Councilman Scott Galvin, Coxie Army's Revenge Haunted Book Hideaway. The North Miami Library will have Halloween-themed books. Visit the library and check out the spooky collection. The City of North Miami is excited to host a series of events during Hispanic Heritage Month. Don't miss our fun lineup of events highlighting the influence of Hispanic ancestry reflected in dance, food, art, and music. For a complete list of events, visit northmiamifl.gov/celebrate. The NOMI Housing and Social Services Department will soon begin accepting applications for the owner-occupied housing rehabilitation program. Eligible repairs may receive up to $60,000 in assistance from October 1st through the 31st, 2023. For more information, contact Housing and Social Services at 305-893-6511, extension 20000, or housing@northmiamifl.gov. Get ready for an exciting lunch gathering where you can connect with the Mayor of North Miami, Alex DeSome, who will be sharing the latest city updates on Wednesday, September 27, 2023, from 12 to 2 p.m., with a networking hour beginning at 11 a.m. For more information, email info@northmiamichamber.com. Join North Miami Chief of Police Sharice G. Gauze for coffee and conversation on Friday, September 29, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. at Alaska Coffee Roasting of Miami. RSVP online at www.coffeewithchief.eventbrite.com. Vice Mayor Mary Estime Irvin and ASAP are hosting a Sickle Cell Awareness Month blood drive in North Miami on Friday, September 29th from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. at the City of North Miami City Hall. For inquiries and further information, please contact 786-385-2576. Join us on Moco Plaza on Friday, September 29th from 8 to 10 p.m. to experience the captivating sounds of Latin Grammy-winning artist Pepito Montez for Jazz at Mocha. Seating starts at 7 p.m. and the performance starts at 8 p.m. Councilwoman Cassandra Timothy will host a free homebuyer event on Saturday, September 30th, 2023 from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the North Miami Public Library. Space is limited. Visit www.nomihomebuyer.eventbrite.com. The Teach to Fish NOMI Business Summit is back, and this year it only gets better. Picture 3 days of transformative insights, powerful connections, and strategies that could reshape your entire business. From October 4th through the 6th, gain insightful resources and information from successful business owners from our community, free for North Miami residents and business owners. To learn more and to reserve your seat, please visit www.nomibusinesssummit.org. We're thrilled to celebrate National Night Out, and you are invited. Join us under the stars for a night of unity and community on Tuesday, October 3rd at 5 p.m. at the North Miami Police Department. Let's unite, strengthen neighborhood bonds, and make our community safer, stronger, and more connected. Halloween Haunted Trails is around the corner. Join the city of North Miami for a spooky but fun time at this year's Halloween Haunted Trails and Kids Fun Zone. The family pack and single tickets are now on sale. You may purchase tickets at www.2023halloweenhauntedtrail.eventbrite.com. To stay up to date with NOMI news and events, log on to North Miami's website at www.northmiamifl.gov. Click on Connect with NOMI on the homepage to sign up for the event's newsletters. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at North Miami FL and on Twitter at NOMI News. This concludes the city announcements. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Savannah. We have any updates with hurricane preparedness, or we just move on? No, we good? Okay, we good. Nothing is happening. No storm is coming. That's always good. Consent agenda.
Unless a member of the city council wishes to remove a specific item from this portion of the agenda, tabs A through N constitute the consent agenda. These resolutions.
A to O.
No, that was an
N?
error,
That was an
unfortunately.
error? Okay.
Yes, so,
Thank you. Gotcha.
tabs A through N constitute the consent agenda. These resolutions and items are self-explanatory and are not expected to require additional review or discussion. These items will be recorded as individually numbered resolutions adopted unanimously by the following motion, that the consent agenda comprised of tabs A through N adopted.
Thank you. Can I hear, public hearing? No, we don't have, can I hear, thank you.
Move approval.
Second.
So
Madam Clerk.
I have a motion made by Councilman
Councilman
Goffin.
Goffin.
I have a
Seconded by
question.
Charles.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the consent agenda is from A to what letter?
N.
N.
N is in
And
Nancy.
as in Nancy. All in favor?
Question,
Oh.
question, why are we putting N and M in consented agenda? Because we're waiving competition bidding, so I don't know why we would put N.
No, this is not the waiving of it.
No,
This
those
is
were the two items
item
that
that
we
we
had
took last
discussed
week.
last meeting. This is just renewing the
No,
contract.
I know,
for one
I
year.
don't have a
So-
problem with the items. I'm just saying that because of the 4/5 vote that we're supposed to get, why would that be a part of the consented agenda and it's the bid waiving competition?
Are we waiving the?
We are waiving it,
Wouldn't
which is
that happen
fine.
once you passed it? That would be the waive once you passed it. That'd be the waiving of it.
But typically, that would not be a part of a consented
Do
agenda.
you want to remove it from consent?
Or do we need legal
Yeah, that's what I'm
clarification?
saying.
Are we making this a practice now, that we can
No.
do this?
On the
So, yeah,
guidance-
I'd like to remove it. I
Okay,
intend
yeah,
on
the guidance-
voting for
yeah.
it. I don't think it's good practice that we should
The
put.
guidance we got when we were asked to put it back on the agenda, because there was a discussion item last meeting, was that it seemed that everyone was in agreement, and
we
if
are.
everything's in agreement, then we
Yeah,
put it on consent.
so-
Right, but when you're asking, well, Mr. Attorney, are you telling me that this is okay? If you're asking, when you're waiving a bid, right, you have to have 4/5 vote, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So it's okay to put it in a consented agenda because you're
If
just
everyone
assume
is
that.
consenting to it, yes.
Well, how would you have known that we're all consenting to it?
Because we had a discussion last meeting, and everyone said to put it on the agenda, and it seemed that there was consent. I mean, if there
So
isn't, we
moving
can pull it
forward-
off.
No, so moving forward, so this is a practice that's okay. I just want to put that on the record, right?
If we have if we have a discussion at a prior meeting and the council directs the staff to put an item on the agenda, and it appears that we have the full support of the board, it meets the criteria to be on the consent agenda.
No
If
problem.
it isn't, I mean, anyone could pull it, and then you can take a vote.
Okay, so do you want us to take a vote on it, or what is,
If- I'm fine.
Okay.
I got a direction that it's okay. I'm
got
okay.
it? Okay,
Thank
thank you, Madam Clerk.
All right, so all in favor?
Aye.
So any opposed? Motion carries with the 5-0 vote.
Thank you so much. Tab M, no, O,
O.
O. And M, O, okay.
A proposed resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, approving the revised Fourth Amendment to interlocal cooperation agreement between the NMCRA, the city of North Miami, and Miami-Dade County, authorizing the city manager to execute the revised Fourth Amendment to interlocal cooperation agreement, authorizing the city manager to take all action necessary to implement the terms of the revised Fourth Amendment to interlocal cooperation agreement, provided for an effective date and all other purposes. Tab O.
Can we take O, P, and Q together?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, but I guess that's fine. Tab O is open for public hearing. 'Cause I asked the CREC down for it.
Actually,
Tab O
can,
is- go ahead.
Mr. Chair,
Mhm.
if you would allow me, can we just,
No, no, I
can
know,
we
that's what she
put,
was
can we,
asking.
you're right, can we just
I
put
know,
tab
we-
O?
Can we do that?
P,
We got a different
OP
opinion.
and Q? Can we all
Since
put
it's-
that in the consented agenda as well, please?
Not consent, but do it one reading?
No, I'm asking, to put it in the consented agenda.
No, we already passed the consent agenda. It's already set.
She's making a point, though. If there's consent on any item, can it just go on, no matter how controversial, no matter how complicated? I
Yes.
think if I'm,
Yes.
can it be
Yes.
put on
Yes.
consent?
Yes.
Right, so, but I'm asking, can we amend? So how do I do that? Can we amend it and just add these items,
pass
the
it in
PQ?
a-
Yeah,
put it in
I
consent.
think your point is
Yeah.
well made.
Right. Yes,
I
got it.
just, for the sake of time, if we just do OP and Q
Together.
that's fine with me.
That was-
But
that was what I was trying to
totally get
do.
where she's coming from, and I got where she was coming from on the other M and N, because I was gonna motion to remove them. But she's just saying it's not the best practice in the world to throw some more of the controversial, if they're controversial, or more intricate items, controversial, remove that word, strike that word, Counselor. If we put some of the more intricate things under consent agenda, it's sometimes not.
We
Not
haven't done that,
kosher.
but this is the first one that I've, normally our consent agenda is really light. This is the first one that I've seen, we have a lot of stuff that was on there. And most of them was grant stuff from the police that we already got.
Vice Mayor, I totally get where you're coming from. If it's okay, can we just move the
That's
ones that we're looking at just so that,
Public
But-
hearing is open on tab O.
Can we open it on?
Can we read
Can we
O,
open
P,
it
and
on,
Q?
yeah, open,
So she can just read
yes,
all
all three. That was
and
my
we'll
question
just
to you.
Open them all,
Can we
yes.
do that? Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Go ahead, ma'am, read, P and Q.
All right, tab P, a resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, approving the Third Amendment to the North Miami Community Redevelopment Agency fiscal year 2022-2023 budget, authorizing the city manager to transmit the CRA fiscal year 2022-2023 third amended budget to Miami-Dade County, authorizing the city manager to take all action necessary to complete the approval process for the CRA fiscal year 2022 to 2023, third amended budget with Miami-Dade County and providing an effective date. Tab P. Now moving on to tab Q. Tab Q, a resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, approving the North Miami Community Redevelopment Agency fiscal year 2023 to 2024 budget, authorizing the city manager to transmit the CRA fiscal year 2023 to 2024 budget to Miami-Dade County, authorizing the city manager to take all action necessary to complete the approval process for the CRA fiscal year 2023 to 2024 budget with Miami-Dade County, and providing an effective date. Tab Q.
Okay, public hearing is open for O, P, and Q. Seeing none, public hearing is closed.
Move for approval.
Second.
So, Mr. Attorney, just to be clear, can we approve all O, P, and Q at the same time? Sure.
So I have a motion made by Charles to, Councilman
Councilman.
Charles, excuse me, to approve the item at tab O, P, and Q, as seconded by Councilman Galvin. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? So the item passes with a 5-0 vote. 4-0.
4-0.
4-0, excuse me. 4-0.
Tab R.
All right, tab R. Tab R, resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, authorizing the execution of a food supply services agreement and substantially the attached form between the city of North Miami and Victory for Youth Incorporated, DBA Share Your Heart, to provide and deliver food supply and facilitate services to the Nomni Food Pantry in the amount of of $10,000 per month, not to exceed a total annual compensation of $120,000, providing for an effective date and all other purposes. Tab R.
Public hearing is open on tab R. Public hearing is closed. Is there any comments on tab R?
Second.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the item at tab R. The motion was seconded by Councilman Charles. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? So the item passes with a 5-0 vote?
4-0.
4-0 vote,
Mm.
excuse me.
Still missing.
All right.
Tab S.
Tab S, a resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, authorizing the city manager to issue purchase orders to Rep Services Incorporated in an aggregate amount not to exceed $429,883 for the purchase and installation of playground equipment and artificial turf for Bree Swept Park project, utilizing the Clay County contract issued pursuant to RFP number 18/19-2 in accordance with section 7-167 of the city code, providing for an effective date and all other purposes. Tab S.
Public hearing is open. Public hearing is now closed. Second.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the item at tab S. The motion was seconded by Vice Mayor Estimate Irving. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes with a 4-0 vote. 5-0 vote.
I'm back. Yes.
Oh my goodness. All righty. All righty.
Tab T and for
Tab
tab
T.
R, you could record me as a yes.
Yes? Okay, perfect.
Yes, and tab.
All right, so
T.
item passes with a 5-0 vote. Tab R. That passes with a 5-0 vote.
Is it T? Okay, T.
O, P, and Q. Okay. So do you want to approve tabs O, P, and Q? Mayor?
Oh, I wasn't here? Yes.
Yes, okay. Perfect.
I thought I was here for those. I was gone for a few minutes. I voted. Y'all trying to go.
Okay.
The whole, I know.
Are we ready for tab T?
Okay.
Alrighty, so tab T, a resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, authorizing the city manager and city attorney to negotiate and execute an agreement between the city of North Miami and Kimley Horn and Associates Incorporated for engineering consulting services for water system upgrades at a cost not to exceed $179,958, providing for an effective date in all other purposes. Tab T.
Tab T as in Tom. And tab T is open for public discussion. Seeing none, tab T is closed. Member of the council? Any, move, second.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the item at tab T. The motion was seconded by Vice Mayor Dezelman.
Council.
Mayor Dezelman. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? So the item passes with a 5-0 vote.
Tab U.
Tab U. Alrighty, tab U, a resolution of the mayor and city council of North Miami, Florida, authorizing the city manager and city attorney to negotiate and execute an agreement between the city of North Miami and 300 Engineering Group LLC for engineering consulting services for the Crowtown Force Main and Pump Station Improvement Project at a cost not to exceed $366,581, providing for an effective date in all other purposes. Tab U.
Thank you. Public hearing is open on tab U. Public hearing is open, seeing none coming. Tab U, it's closed.
Move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion made by Councilman Charles, seconded by Councilman Galvin. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Item passes with a 5-0 vote.
This was tab
Tab U.
U. Okay, it's tab V.
All right, tab V, a resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, authorizing the city manager and city attorney to negotiate and execute an agreement between the city of North Miami and Hazen and Sawyer PC for engineering consulting services for the Woods Lift Station PS-15 and Force Main upgrades at a cost not to exceed $175,950, providing for an effective date in all other purposes. Tab V.
Thank you. Tab V is open for public hearing. Okay, public hearing is closed. I have a couple of questions just before we make a motion. Where, just for the sake of the public, where is Woods, Madam Manager, lift station is the PS-15? Where is that located? Oh, God, Stephanie, not tonight. Is Whistler? I don't like the right to Stephanie. I know you're trying to do, I don't like the way they type. I don't-
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Whistler Pierre Lewis, Public Works Director through the manager. Woods Pump Station is located on Northeast 15th Avenue and 125th Terrace. That is in District 2.
No, I just need to know the location, not the district, but okay, thank you. So moved.
Second.
So I have a motion made by Mayor, seconded by Councilman Charles, to approve the item at tab V. All in favor?
Aye.
Only one? All opposed? 5-0.
Yes, tab W.
So item passes with the with a 5-0 vote. Tab W.
We never had tab W yet.
Okay, so tab W, a resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, authorizing the city manager and the city attorney to execute
Yeah, we've had that.
an amendment to the agreement between the city of North Miami and FPI Security Services Incorporated to extend the agreement for an additional year to continue providing the city with security guard services at a cost not to exceed $156,000, providing for an effective date in all other purposes. Tab W.
Okay, I do have a, oh, sorry. Mic is not. So, public hearing is open. Yeah, Madam. Public hearing is open. Public hearing is closed.
Is gonna move approval. You have questions? I'll withdraw my motion.
Couple of questions regarding what security, where do we provide security here?
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, council members. Alberto Estrada, Purchasing Director, through the manager. This is our security guard services company. Currently, they provide services primarily here in City Hall, in the first floor in the lobby. They also provide
And I had-
services also for MoCA, the museum, and at various events.
Library
As
too?
needed basis.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the library.
Because I thought that this was something that the police department, but this is, the issue, there's some complaints that I think I had shared it with you regarding the, the security companies that we have, especially here mainly, that the issues that I had. I thought that we were gonna address those issues and then kind of move forward, so I really did not kind of see this coming in terms of the issue that we are having. Some of the situations that occurred, they have to get police involved in terms of that. So we got to look at how do we do that? Because right now we're just giving away $156,000, where if that's something that we could transfer in terms of the police department, because I witnessed a situation that happened 2 weeks ago. There's nothing that that person could do, and the resident really, he was like a security guard, and the person who, the front desk and the people that's paying the bill, that's also a concern. So I do think that I don't care if we do get a company, but we need somebody in uniform or that could do these type of services, because people's, safety is at hand, so.
Mr. Mayor, if I may? Mr. Mayor, if I may?
Yes, please.
Okay. I know at other cities, there is normally a security guard, well, there's a armed police officer
Yeah.
that accompanies the security guard. I know I've seen it at Miami Gardens, NMB, City of Miami, where, you're going through metal detectors and they're, and there's an officer off to the side. Have we taken a look at maybe, looking at that measures, because we have had a couple of scares where, people are using their panic buttons in their office, or people are getting rowdy, and, now we have open carry in our state,
Yeah.
So exactly what you're saying, I've already started the conversation with Chief Gauze, because I wanted us to look at the security downstairs, like to have metal detectors downstairs as opposed to just here, so that we have a comprehensive plan.
Well,
So
I
I am talking to Chief Gauze about that, and they're gonna give us their security assessment, and work with.
Yeah, but I'm not suggesting, I don't know where the council is going, having metal detector when you come here. That's something that's why people hate going down to the county. So the unwelcome that we are trying to get folks in terms of talking about resident, the people's stuff, you can't, I think that just adds to it. If we have the police, which does a good job, and they do, I think we need to look at those options in terms of security and all this and all that. That's just my, I don't know. Yeah, please, if we can, table it for next meeting, if you don't mind, Councilman. Okay, thank you. Tab X? X isn't.
Double.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We need to make a
I'm sorry. I make a motion to defer it to later.
I have a motion made by Mayor Duzelman, seconded by,
I'll second it. It's fine.
seconded?
I
by
seconded Vice Mayor.
Vice Mayor, all right, all in favor?
Aye.
To defer? All right.
Yes.
All right, the motion passes with a 5-0 vote.
Thank you. Tab X?
Tab X, an ordinance of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, amending Chapter 6 of the City Code of Ordinances entitled Elections by amending Article 2 entitled Candidates, specifically at Section 6-22, to change the alternative method of qualifying by petition and to change the deadline for submission of candidate petitions, providing for repeal, conflicts, severability, codification, and and effective date, tab X.
Thank you so much, Thank you so much. Mr. Attorney, if you could quickly explain it, and then we'll just open it for public.
Yes,
hearing.
Mayor. So this is a similar ordinance to one that we did, I think, last week. We did the second reading on a similar ordinance. This ordinance does two things. One, as you know, we moved the election was moved to November of 2024. As part of that, we previously changed the qualifying dates in the last ordinance. This ordinance would change the qualifying period for petitions. As you know, rather than paying the fee, a candidate can obtain signatures and then wait and do it by petition. We got a request by the Miami-Dade County Supervisor of Elections that said that based on the change of the date, they needed notices done earlier. So we're moving the dates for the submission of petitions. The second thing that it does is, this was brought up by Councilwoman Timothy. She pointed out that in our code, when you submit a petition for a district, you're required to get citywide signatures, which didn't seem to make sense or
It was contrary
be
to state
fair,
law.
because then you're actually getting more signatures
Yeah,
than
than
sometimes
you
than
Yeah,
you
it's contrary
needed.
to- yeah,
So
state law says
we're
for
also
the district.
changing that so that now your signatures only come from the district that you're running.
You probably, look, I had, and this one was kind of near and dear to me, because when Madam Clerk, changed the other, when we were making the changes, I made mention, hey, I think we also need to change the petition dates as well. Because I tried to qualify via petition, and the way that the way that our code read said that I needed 3% of the entire city,
Yep.
which was 1,500, when I didn't even have 1,500 voting in my district.
Exactly.
So that's why I was in everybody else's district looking for
Looking
petition
for-
sign, and you're like, what are you doing in my district? But it's just that you had to get 1,500 signatures, which was very hard during COVID. But, made it work, and then you realize, wait a minute, you got 2,000, and they
Yeah.
kicked back 800 because the signatures
It's
weren't
a
correct.
match and all
So I looked at every other cities. They normally do it for the district, and they'll put the number. They made it very clear, and I was like, why is North Miami so difficult? But it was because that this
Good.
line was outdated in our code.
Thank you so much for that. I was the first, I think historically, if the
right,
North
Mayor.
Miami Historical Society to qualify by petition in
All
North
right.
Miami. But you're right, and I complained about it because I was the clerk prior to that, and I just thought that was something that would change automatically.
And state law says that I think the statute says that 3% of the area, so.
That
we
means
take-
that I probably could sue the city. Okay, public hearing's
Yeah, but-
open. Hey, why not? Y'all said a witness. Public hearing is closed on the item. I move. Second.
I'll move it.
I'll second it.
All right, I have a motion made by Councilwoman Timothy to move the item at tab X, seconded by Mayor Desomay.
Oh, my.
So, Vice Mayor Estimate Irving, how do you vote?
Yes.
Yes. Mayor Desomay, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilman Charles, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilwoman Timothy, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilman Galvin, how do you vote?
Yes.
The motion carries with a 5-0 vote.
You have to send more. This was years ago, and it was in there. Thank you so much, and this is historic too. I know Councilman Galvin is looking 8 o'clock, Councilman.
Well,
less
CRA
than-
was 5 minutes long.
I know, but this one, if we didn't have the presentation, we would have been done. And there's no reports.
No report.
Understand?
No, I have a little.
I have none. Report real quick. Yes, we know this. We're just kind of putting a hint out there. Citizen forum is open, but not too long. But we have 2 mics. Beverly, we have one here.
Citizens forum.
Mike. No citizen forum. Oh, we know we're doing a great job up here, and we
Close
appreciate that.
citizens forum.
It's Scott moved
They
it.
were trying to get out of here quick, but then you just.
It's closed. Thank you. Report. Do council go first, or do we go first? I forgot.
I've got
now.
no report.
Okay, we go first. District 1, no report. District 2, you got to
District
announce that.
2, just,
Yes,
you
go.
know, We've been painting the city Teach the Fist. Our second annual Teach the Fist Business Summit will be next week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're actually kicking it off with a reception at Nomi Village. So on Wednesday, we'll be at Nomi Village, and we're gonna have all of the business entities that provide business resources, so like the chambers, MDEED, and so forth. Everyone will be there, so it'll be a great networking opportunity. On Thursday, we have the keynote with Dougie Fresh. And on Friday, we have an all-star panel with Tony Guerrero, who is the owner of The Wharf, Keon Williams, who is the owner of Urban Miami, and it's just going to be a panel about like how to, do business and, business, art, and the culture. So definitely register. It's free for North Miami residents and businesses. Again, the 4th through the 6th. And that is it for me, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Awesome. District 4.
Yes, Mayor, thank you very much. First, I just want to say thank you to our Public Works, Director Whistler. Sunday afternoon was a big branch that fell just right over Northwest 6 Court, just right by the entrance of the freeway. And that was a safety concern. And I texted Whistler, and within 45 minutes, we got that removed. And also we had a main break on 134th Street and Northwest 5th Avenue. So they went in there and assessed it and get the work done. Thank you very much. And also thank you to our Director of Neighborhood Services, Laz. Called them yesterday because I was working down the district. I saw that people just blocking the alleyways down on the west side on Northwest 16th Ave. And then I just texted them, and within 10 minutes, we had a code officer. It was like almost 7. And that's a good thing about the extending hours. And thank you very much for that. And lastly, I just want to say that to our residents, please understand that gun safety, it is an issue that we cannot close our eyes on. We need to work together. I know this is an open carry state, everything, but guns are not toys. We need to work so that we can protect our children and ourselves. Because with guns, it could be one moment that everybody is joyful, and the next moment, and then we are like trying to find answers. And at that time, it would be too late. So please, safety first, lock them. I put them away, put them somewhere that kids cannot reach them. With that, our heart goes to the family who lost a dear son, 10-year-old, due to gun just misplaced. And we don't know all the answers, but God knows. Please keep them in your prayers. It's not easy. It's a very difficult time for them. And I want to say thank you to our police force, and Chief Goss was there, and our mayor was out there and doing exactly what we're supposed to do. And please, family, let's take some serious steps to see if we can help ourselves, because this is getting out of hands. Thank you, and I'll yield my time.
Thank you, Councilman. Thank you so much. Vice Mayor?
Yes, good evening, everyone. I just want to remind you again of the Sickle Cell Blood Drive, September 29th from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. You've heard of the importance, so please come out and support or send someone or someone's to come out and give blood. Also, get ready for Government Week that's coming out October 17th to the 22nd. You'll get some more information about the partnership that we do throughout the entire community, and sharing and bringing more awareness of how government works for you or for us. And so you'll have an opportunity to partner with some of our administrators, with our police department, with our clergies, and also, please don't forget, October 17th to 22nd. And that's all that I have for tonight. Thank you, and have a good evening.
Yes, thank you so much, Vice Mayor. Yeah, go ahead.
So sorry.
No, go ahead.
I have a question. Madam City Manager, I have a question for the Procurement Director. I just want to understand. Could you come up, please? Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Just want to talk about, just want to make sure I understand best practices. So when there is a contract, so last time, last council meeting or whatever other meeting we had that we questioned, you said best practice is that every 5 years that we should be doing RFPs. I've noticed that in the last couple of years that it's been more than 5 years, in some cases 10 years. Who makes that decision to just extend? I know sometimes it's brought in front of us, but why are we doing that? You know, and what is the process? And even if you've extended a contract, for example, can we still have an RFP out?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Right. And yes, you know, you typically do not want to have a contract, particularly for professional services, that extends beyond 5 years.
Mhm.
But there are instances, and certainly there are contracts that go beyond that. In point of fact, that just comes to mind, our contract with Waste Pro Sanitation Services. It's actually, the initial term is a 7-year
Right.
term. So there are instances where it goes beyond 5 years. It's really on a case-by-case basis. This is not something that's in the procurement code or by state law. It's just a matter of best practices. But on occasion, you do have to extend a contract only to keep the services continuing right until we can bring either somebody else on board or we can go through a competitive process.
So for Miami-Dade County has some processes that they have, like if a contract is extended, you could extend it for 180 days and then revisit it. What are our standards here? And do we have any? And
Well, typically, just about every, or I'd like to say every contract extension, if it goes beyond the threshold of $25,000, which is the authority.
No, that's not what I'm asking. So for example, let's just say a sanitation, not sanitation, but security, for example. Initially, there's like maybe, let's say there's 3 years that they know that they have it for sure, and then there's a 2-year extension period. Fine, so let's say that they've done their 3 years of service. You've extended it for 2, right? Now, what is the process after you've extended that for 2 to give another extension? Because now in the contract that has expired, technically speaking. So what's our process? What's our procedure? Do we say, okay, 180 days, you know, we'll extend it, but we're going to put it out to bid? Like, what is our process?
Every extension, Madam Vice Mayor, comes before this council. Every extension comes before this council. What I was saying is, there are contracts or instances where if it's below the $25,000 threshold, it's under the city manager's authority. But typically, most of our contracts, that's what I was saying, most of them are over that threshold, so they all come before this council. And if you have any specific question on a particular contract, I'll be more than glad to look into it. But
So one of the things I do, and I'll ask that in private, but what I would like to see, because in a couple of instances, I personally have seen contracts that were bidded out 10 years ago, and we just extended, or not extended, and they've just existed. So I want to, and I don't have a problem if they rebid and get it again. That's not, you know, so I just want to understand our process. So I would like, Madam City Manager, make sure that we have a revision of all of our contracts, and that we're making sure that whatever extension that we need to have, we clean it up, it's clean. You know, as a small business, I know, you know, a couple of years ago, I won a contract, and if I didn't, I mean, and I had an opportunity, it was really good for me. So, but if we don't have processes where just one person can just have a monopoly on just having that contract and be renewed and renewed and renewed, and not, you know, so I know we're getting ourselves together as a city, so I just wanted to, that, you know, I know one in particular, a couple actually, that in particular, and I'd just like to see it cleaned up, and that's all. Thank you.
No, I understand
For
your
answering my
concern.
question.
Thank you. I'm speechless. I'm good. I think, right? Well announced, we're trying to go home. But yeah, Councilman, gun safety, definitely. I've talked to the chief where we're gonna get together and do some type of campaign. Like you said, things like that should not have happened, but it is what it is. We keep the family in prayer. And, you know, we are so proud of FIU. They just named top one of the top school, I think number 4 in the country in our Biscayne Bay campus.
Not with that traffic
early-
jam, though.
Yeah, I
Well,
know. Oh, that's we were trying not to, yeah, but it's fixed. Not talk about the traffic jam, but exactly was the county. But I do want to congratulate them for, you know, their partnership and the wonderful things that they are doing, and we are so proud of them in the city of North Miami. And lastly, this Thursday, we mentioned the tomorrow, the Greater North Miami Chambers hosting, it's one of the meetings. It's not an annual meeting, but we're going to give an update of the city, you know, what's happening in the city, as well as the formal introduction of our new police chief, Cherie Scars. And on Thursday, Invest Miami is having a big event at the Scott Galvin Center from 8 to 11. And we are featured in this new edition that's coming out on Thursday, right? I think they're gonna put it out on Thursday. So that's basically it for me. And then the Councilwoman's Teach to Fish Business Summit, we hope to see everyone within 2 weeks. Thank you. Madam, the clerk not here, so I don't expect anything from,
Yes, no report.
awesome. Mr. Attorney?
No report, Mayor.
I know, I'm tired.
No,
Go ahead.
executive, 3 more.
Well, they just gonna, yeah.
No report.
Yes, we have three executive sessions. We're trying to schedule all 3 of them on the same day. I've previously asked for them, so we're trying to get them all on the same day.
Oh, God. Okay.
Do it on the
Tasha?
24th.
No
You know I'm not happy about today, so, you know. Anisha?
No report.
Yes, so move.
All right, I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to adjourn, seconded by Mayor Delzome. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries with a 5-0 vote. Meeting is